Hello everybody, welcome back to 2K21. How are you doing today? We're doing another card review. This time it's not the budget, it's the more expensive. So we got 2 diamonds and an amethyst. I'm not gonna lie, I picked Rice to be here so we didn't have 2 point guards and a shooting guard. That way we have a little bit of size. So we got Russ, Petrovic, and Glen Rice. This should be a decent video. They're not going to be budget. You're probably going to get out of Russ what you think you're going to get out of Russ. Darn, I don't know how good Glen Rice is going to be able to clamp up that short time LeBron. Should be fun though. So we'll see how Westbrook does against a card of the same color. Ooh, gets driven past. That was embarrassing. Let's see if Rice can pop it. Oh, I released that terribly. That's on me. We might need to give him another chance. Rice is not playing his position. Yeah, offensively, you're going to get a driving Russ who can't really shoot. So, if you're expecting anything less, you're silly. And we saw him get a chase down on the first play, so you know he's got that in the bag already. Dang. He really just did a step back jumper and I couldn't recover? His dribbles are kind of weak. I'm not going to even pretend to try to front even a little bit. I don't like how Petrovic's going to be guarding himself. That means no speed advantage, no strength advantage. I can't really do anything with him. By not do anything, I mean I'm going to have to try harder to make sure he's right to get open. Let's test out his dribble some more. His dribbling isn't really good, but if you, like, I don't know, I just literally went between the legs and then pushed the left stick the opposite direction so it forces it to go into a crossover. That looked good. But other than that, I ain't seen nothing. Oh, that was a bad release too. Is that a 3? Wow, Petrovic. So overall, you're getting out of Russ what you should be getting out of Russ. A slasher who can play defense and will do you right. Do you right. See, Russ can be your playmaker who's a slasher. He ain't going to be your shooter. He can play defense, so you're not going to feel like you're lacking at the point guard position for defense. So if you run up against a Curry, you're not going to feel like, oh, I messed up. I should have picked somebody more defensively inclined. Yeah, you might get lucky and pop a 3 with him. By lucky, I mean you need to be lucky. I don't know if I'd make another one of those in this game. I'm not going to try. Unless the opportunity arises. Let's see if Petrovic can throw up a good lob. Nope, he threw it up too low. So, next time up we're gonna dribble up with Petrovic so we can see what his dribbles are like. It says he's garbage. He's behind the back slow. His crossover's also slow. I don't know. There's nothing I said positive about him, if you heard that. His jumper's good. He'll make 3s if you just practice his jumper for a little bit. I don't have enough time to be like on top of everybody's jumper. I like swapping out cards as often as possible. He's not really going to be doing that in game. He's not slashing on like a Clay. So he ain't getting that to go. That's not really in his bag. That's a pretend bag right there. Defensively, we can't see much from him, but you're not going to get much. He's not a strong guy. He's not a LeBron. He's not Clay. I mean, I would pretty much compare him to Clay, you know, white shooting guard who can shoot. So you're not getting the God stuff. You're getting a straight shooter without the defense. So if you just needed a shooter and you know that you have other positions like your point guard and your small forward are pretty good defensively, not a liability, I mean, you could pick him up. He's not extremely expensive. He ain't cheap. But you aren't breaking the bank to get him. I didn't even review the other guy. Alright. Let's go. Look, Glenn Rice is not bad. If you look at him, he has a good 3, so if you need like a shorter LeBron, he can drive, he has a decent layup. His dunking, even though it doesn't say it's good, it's pretty good. Like, he's a pretty good player. He isn't going to be like a literal LeBron. He ain't going to be passing the ball. He shouldn't be running it up the court. His defense isn't the best. But he's a decent card. He's not going to be expensive at all. He might be in the 10,000s range, but other than that, he's a solid card. Like, if you don't have a good small forward, he's a good pickup. If he was a small forward shooting guard, which I don't know, he might be. Let's look. Nah, he's a small forward, power forward. With him being a small forward, he is undersized. If you need like, literally the only reason I would get him is if you need a player from his team. And that's the same with Petrovic. Like, Russ is a good card if you need a good all-around point guard who can kind of shoot, who's like a really good on the drive, who can pass the ball, who can get rebounds, who can get steals. Russ is a card to go to. Like, he's that guy. Petrovic, there's a lot of cards better than him. If we had to look at other shooting guards that I'd put over him, Donovan Mitchell gets a million times over. Clay gets a million times over. I don't even like Mitch Richmond, but I put him over him. I'd even put this Rich Hamilton or even this Ruby Ray Allen. Like, there are many cards that you can slot over him. I mean, I haven't used his AI yet, so I can't put him, and I don't like Ryan Winters. And these cards, to me, are both average. So, I wouldn't get him. He is a waste of a card. And Glenn Rice, I mean, you could get, I wouldn't say Kawhi because that's not fair comparison. This Jimmy Butler, I feel, is better. They're literally about the same size. You could get the current LeBron. You could even get this Andrew Wiggins. I mean, they play the same, but I don't know. He just feels better. This Andre Iguodala is literally the same type of player, but he's actually better on defense. The only card I would recommend is Russ. Hope y'all are enjoying the videos. This is the last video for the day, so enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.